Alright, before finishing this chapter, first of all, let me add reflection for this chair here or these other chairs here. Honestly, they are not so visible, but it is very simple. Just to show you how to quick do that, I select marquee tool, select it. I don't know where is the layer, so going to top, press Shift Control or Shift Command C to make it copy merge, and Control V to paste. Control T to transform, right click, flip vertical, and set the position. I'm just doing very fast to show you how simply, quickly it is possible to done. Alright, I could set blending mode something like screen or multiply, or depend on you. I choose a screen. Actually screen is not fine, we have darken values. So I choose something like darken. We don't need even remove this because we have darken. Press Ctrl L to bring levels, increase the light intensity. You see they're disappearing. And I increase the darker values, maybe something like here. Alright. Still decreasing the opacity. Set the correct position. And I could simply, even with eraser without mask, I could remove them, or just add mask, brush, black, flow, and very soft. It is too big, and start slowly removing. See, now we have some simple reflection here. Nothing special here. I hold on the control to readjust the position just to make more accurate. Alright, that's it. You could done that for the other elements. Now make overall adjustment. I'm choosing the top layer. Press Shift Control Alt or Shift Command Option and E to make copy merge of the whole project. Right click, convert it to Smart Object, and go to Filter, Camera Raw Filter. Note that we have some auto option here in edit section, of course. Sometimes going well and sometimes not going well, but you could try it. I press it, it's getting too purple, for example, but all adjustments here are readjustable too. So I could decrease the vibrance, I could set the temperature, cold, warm. You see, it is very easy, not too much, maybe a bit greenish. We have exposure, we have contrast, highlights, everything here are available to adjust. Whiteness, if burned too much. And I'm adding texture and clarity. And check before, after. Also, we have curve here. We could set adjustment, light, contrast, etc. I hold on the Alt option to reset it. We have vignette effect, you know that. Distortion a bit, not too much. Alright. The camera angle is correct. If you want to make it a bit realistic, we could add some grain. Don't add too much, but it more look like realistic photo shot. And still we have vignette here. We have a lot of things like shadow, color balances. We have presets here. Red primary, change the red values. You see, everything here are tweakable. Maybe red are too much, so I'm going to yellowish more, for example. Less saturation. You see, everything simply here are self-explanatory and tweakable. For example, green values, maybe I could decrease the I could shift the color of green and saturation. Also for blue, allow me to reset, less saturation, and before, after. For printing, image adjustment, and I set on CMYK. because I don't want to resave it on original PSD file, so I said flatten. We don't need layers. Color profile are okay. File, save as, and exterior underscore 2 after rain underscore print. And I choose TIFF format. We don't have or need alpha channels. Save. LZW for compression. Okay. And for web, I want to decrease the resolution. Image mode set on RGB. Image mode 8-bit. I forgot actually change the print color depth to 8. Don't forget it. 8. And image size. And here it is actually 72. I could just change it, for example, 1920. Yeah, it is not full HD. 2560. And even you want, you could crop some part if you don't like. For example, I could enable crop tool and start removing any section I don't like. Alright, file, export, save for web. You see we added some grain effects too. That is nice, not too strong. We could choose JPEG, something like 50, 70, 80, depend on you. And save it as after rain. I don't give capital names for web. However, it is web. Okay. Thanks for watching. This chapter was actually a mini chapter, but I have the plan to show you if you work with correct workflow, readjusting it is very simple, and I was explaining everything until now very slowly, but I think you get general idea of how to work process of post-production. Actually, it is not post-production, it is photo compositing, photo manipulating, and of course you could use it in architectural presentation as post-processing or post-production. In the future chapters, we will go working a bit deep and more accurate methods, but I won't explain every single previous used command or options too slow. So make sure you practiced enough and you're familiar with Photoshop workflow fine to able done your projects in less time. See you in next chapter.